Hello my dear friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am going to discuss with you all about the Stelar system in the Pteridophytes. It is also called as the evolution of steels. So let's begin. In this, I am going to discuss with you all the introduction, history, definition, Stelar theory, types of steels, under types of steels. There are two types, they are proto-steel and siphono-steel. Further, the protosteel is divided into four types, that is the haplosteel, actinosteel, plectosteel and mixed protosteel. In this video, I am only going to discuss with you all about the protosteel. In the later videos, I am going to discuss with you all about the siphono-steel and the other steels. Okay. Here in the introductory part, so first of all, let us understand what do you mean by steel. So, steel is a Greek word which means column, or in a simple and easy language you can understand it as a pillar. Okay. So, these are the central vascular cylinder of primary axis of pteridophytes. So, these contains xylem, phloem and also it includes pith if present. Okay, and these are delimited from the cortex by the pericycle. Under the history part, so Van Taegem and Dowlett in the year 1886, these were two scientists who put forth that the steel is the fundamental unit of vascular system. In the easy language, you can understand through that the cell is the basic fundamental unit of life, isn't it? Similarly, steel is the fundamental unit of vascular system. Next were the three scientists, Esau in 1953 and Foster and Gifford in 1963. They both, all the three of them opened that the in the higher plants, the term vascular system is better than the steel. Okay. So in the higher plants, they termed it in a vascular cylinder. Okay. Is better suited than the steel. Okay, steel for lower plants and in the higher plants they termed it as a vascular cylinder. Okay. Then we come to the Stelar theory. Who proposed these Stelar theory? Van Taegem and Dowlett. Okay, these two proposed the Stelar theory. So under the Stelar theory, they proposed two statements that were the root and stem have the same basic structure consisting of two fundamental units. So here he said that they both said that root and stems both have the same basic structures. Okay. What are those? The cortex and the central cylinder. And also he considered the endodermis to be an anatomical boundary between these two fundamental units. So, you can imagine the outer is the cortex, inner is the central cylinder, and in between there is a presence of endodermis, which he termed or considered it as an anatomical boundary between these two fundamental units. Okay. Then let us come to the types of steels that are present in the pteridophytes. So they the scientist's name was Schmidt in the year 1982. He recognized the two basic principal or you can say two principal types of steels in the pteridophytes. First was protosteel and second was siphonosteel. So here in the protosteel, these are non-modulated steels. Okay, here the center core of xylem is surrounded by the band of phloem. Okay, so in this image you can also see here the xylem is present in the between and the phloem is surrounded like a band. Okay, band that are surrounded these are surrounded by the phloem. Okay, the xylem is surrounded by the band of phloem. Protostele is the most primitive type of steels. Okay. Then is the example is the Rhynia, Xylotum and Filicales. These type protostele is the seen. Okay, protostele type is seen. It is the most primitive both phylogenetically as well as ontogenetically. Okay. Next comes the types of protosteles. There are 4 types of protosteles. First is haplostele, actinostele, plectostele and mixed protostele. Okay. So under haplostele, it is the simplest and the most primitive type of protostele. Okay. Here it consists of a solid xylem core with a smooth circular outline which is surrounded by a ring of phloem. Okay, so these are found in the fossils like Rhynia, Herniophyton, as well as many living fossils such as Xylotum, Lycopodium, Selaginella, etc. Okay, you can see the image of the haplostele here. You see the xylem is surrounded by the phloem. Okay, this is the haplostele. Another one is the actinostele. Here, the xylem is star-shaped with many radiating arms. The phloem, instead of forming a continuous ring, okay, it is present in the small patches between the radiating arms of the xylem. And it is also a characteristics of many living fossils, that are the Xylotum, Lycopodium, Cernatum, Astroxylon, etc. Here you can see in this image as well, you can see it is present in the xylem is in a star shaped, isn't it? And the phloems are present in the small patches between the radiating arms of the xylem. Next one is the plectostele. Plectostele is a protostele in which the central xylem core breaks into more or less parallel plates, is known as the plectostele. Okay, so these xylems are in a parallel plates, isn't it? Each xylem plate is surrounded by the phloem. Okay, we will see in the picture as well the image of plectostele. Okay, and in the Lycopodium clavatum and Lycopodium volubile, these the aerial shoots and the cone of these two plants have this type of stele. Okay, here you see the image. These xylems are present in the form of a plate. Okay, and that are surrounded by the phloem. The last one is the mixed protosteles. What happens? Sometimes the solid xylem core of the protostele is broken into small groups of tracheids which remain embedded in the phloem. These are found in the stems of Lycopodium serenum. Okay, here you see the xylem is in the picture. The xylem is present in the present or broken into small groups of tracheids which remain embedded in the phloem. So this is known as the mixed protostele. Okay, so let us quickly revise or quickly summarize all the topics which we have learned today. The first is the what is that? Stele is a Greek word which is called as the column, or it is a central vascular cylinder of primary axis of Pteridophytes, what does it contain? It contains xylem, phloem, pith, cortex, pericycle. Okay, and it is also called as the fundamental unit of vascular system. Okay, then we have studied the type of steels. Under that, what we have studied, there are two types of protosteels. First one, there are two types of steels. Okay, the first is the protosteel, another one is the siphonosteel. Under protosteel, we have studied about the haplosteel, actinosteel, plectosteel, and mixed protosteel. Okay, there are four types of protosteels. Okay, in the haplosteel, the xylem is present in the center and it is surrounded by a band of phloem. In actinosteels, xylem is in a star shaped and the phloem is present in the small patches between the radiating arms of the xylem. In the plectosteel, the xylem is present in a form of a plate and surrounded by the phloem, and in the mixed protosteel, the xylem is present in a small is broken into small group of tracheids which remain embedded in the phloem. Okay, this was all about the stellar systems. No, this was all about the protosteel and its types. Okay, in the next or the later videos, I am going to discuss with you all about the siphonosteel and all the other steels that are present in the pteridophytes. So hope you like this video. If you have liked this video, then please like, share and subscribe. I am very grateful for to you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much.